Darren Christensen with Horror 101 with Dr. AC, and welcome back to Scare-A-Thon 2024, benefiting the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. If you'd like to know more about the fundraiser, go right to this video up here, and that'll get you all the details. There'll also be a link to that video at the end of this one. And today we're going to be talking about SECTA SINESTRA, aka Bloody Sect, from 1982. So this came out not too long ago from Vinegar Syndrome. And as I was watching it the other day, I was thinking, wait, I've seen this before. Turns out this was programmed by my buddy John Kitley for his Turkey Day marathon a couple years ago. And the only reason I can imagine that I didn't remember it right off the bat was because he played it toward the end and I was a little brain dead by then. Drunk on pizza and misunderstood movies. But this film, Bloody Sect, this is one wild ride. It is from Spain. It's from 1982 and it borrows from pretty much every supernatural horror movie you can imagine. We've got some Exorcist in there. We've got some Omen in there. We've got some Poltergeist in there. It's amazing and just enthusiastically over the top. Things kick off with Frederick and his lady friend Helen having a little roll around in the hay when Frederick's ex-wife Elizabeth comes into the room, finds the two, and decides to take a double-pronged poker and shove it right into Frederick's eyes. Meanwhile, in town, there's a Chris Sarandon-looking dude who's trying to bring about the birth of the Antichrist and gets really annoyed when the parents-to-be decide to abort the little devil. And after taking a straight razor to them in the elevator, he sets about getting a new host for the Antichrist, namely Helen, who, yes, has stuck by her man, Frederick, even though he's blind. She's carrying his child, and into the picture comes Margaret, a very sleekly dressed Mrs. Blaylock type character, who's going to make sure that nothing bad happens to Helen or the baby until it's born. And if that means murdering a few people along the way, hey, so be it. Margaret is hardcore. Margaret will strangle you, and then she will drag you out of the car and haul you over to the tailpipe and have you choked to death on carbon monoxide. That's how awesome this lady is. This is a nanny you can really count on. And our Chris Sarandon dude, he also has the powers of Satan at his beck and call. He's able to throw all sorts of furniture around. Not only does he have his vengeance on the parents who had the child aborted, he takes the doctor and the nurse who carried out the procedure and makes them pay. Stuff is flying all around. There's blood. People are spitting up blood all over the camera. It is a wild ride. And there's some really interesting camera work there. It's almost like they shot it backwards or they're doing some skip frames. It's this kind of weird herky-jerky movements. It's really disorienting. There are some super fakey bats that are menacing Frederick up in the attic. There's a truly unfortunate moment of animal cruelty where a frog is brutally stabbed to death on camera. There's an absolutely nutty score. And for somebody who had his eyes literally poked out of his head, Frederick is looking pretty good. He healed up pretty nicely. This is one of those movies. There's blood, there's nudity, there's kids in danger, there's babies catching on fire. This is one of those classic beer and pizzas, or maybe sangria and tapas, however you want to flow. Evenings where you're just going to have a great time and just hope your parents don't walk in on you. The release by Vinegar Syndrome has an audio commentary by noted scholar and film enthusiast Kat Ellinger, and it is absolutely worth your time. Check it out. Bloody Sect, aka SECTA SINESTRA. And again, this is Scare-A-Thon 2024, benefiting the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. Please make a donation via the link below in the description of this video. We're coming toward the end of October. Now is the time to make a difference. No donation is too large or too small, and even $1 makes a difference. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great night.